Today we're doing polygons. Yay. All right. Actually, they're pretty useful shape. Um, Sorry for the sarcasm. Begin with trying to keep it light. Okay. Enough of that. Let's go ahead and jump in and get started. Let's create a new sketch. Top, bottom, plane. All right. To start off this demonstration of the 3 different polygon tools, I want to draw 3 different shapes on our screen here. So let's start with a center rectangle, rectangle, center rectangle. We'll come over here and let's make it 100 by 100. You know what, that's too big. Let's make it 50 by 50. Must have my other screen zoomed out some. All right, that looks pretty good. 50 by 50. Let's hit enter. So we've got a rectangle. Let's draw a center diameter circle. These are all things you should know how to draw at this point. And let's give it a diameter of 50. All right, and then let's draw a 2-point rectangle. And let's make it 25 by 50. Not 59, 50. And so we've got 3 shapes that we're going to be working with here to demonstrate our 3 different types of polygons. Okay, so polygon. Polygon has to have at least 3 sides. It can have an infinite number of sides beyond 3. The more sides you have, the closer it gets to looking like a circle. The 3 types. As a matter of fact, let's flip over to rock space. And our Polygon tool, Polygon's introduction. You're going to see a little diagram here with our inscribed and circumscribed polygons. The inscribed are vertexes, the points, are measurement. Okay, so we're measuring from the center of the polygon to the vertex, and those line up. That's our point of measurement and lines up on our circle, so to speak. It's inscribed within the circle. The circumscribed, we are going to measure. Our first click will be from the center point, and we drag out. It's going to be to a midpoint of an edge. Okay, so the circle is going to be tangent to those edges as it goes around. Within the polygon, note when you're drawing it, the circle, it draws a circle on the outside of the shape, touching the vertexes. When you're drawing a circumscribed, there will be a circle inside as you draw it out. So our distance will be from the center of the polygon to the midpoint of an edge, and we'll set it there. That's kind of the basics. Let's flip back to Fusion and let's get started. Let's go create polygon, circumscribed polygon. Let's start from the center of our rectangle that we created on the left side. Click, and let's start to drag out. Actually, what I want to do is tab across. This is where the first box that comes up, the dimension box, is the distance of the radius. In this case, it's the center point to the midpoint of the edge because it's circumscribed. And then the other boxes, we're going to set the number of sides. Let's change our number of sides to 8. Was that an octagon? I believe that is. And then let's drag straight up. And let's snap it to the edge of our rectangle. And click Enter. So, escape to get out of the tool. Our polygon is shaped right there. And notice how it's sharing the edges with the rectangle. on each side of the rectangle. Okay? Now start imagining the different uses. The circumstances that you're drawing will dictate uh, which polygon tool you're going to use. So in this particular case, say for example, I wanted the edges to be flush here and here, I'm going to use the circumscribe, okay? If I wanted the vertex to meet a certain point, I'm going to use the inscribe. Let's demonstrate the inscribe. Create polygon inscribe. Once again, we draw it just like the circumscribe. Click on the center point, and we're going to draw out, but this time the radius is to the vertex and not to the midpoint of the edge. Okay? Might have been a good idea for me to create another rectangle here and show you how it would behave with a rectangle. But what we'll do is we'll drag up and then click on the, when it snaps to the circle, escape, and it is within, it's inscribed there inside of the circle. Okay? There are certain, like I said, it's hard to visualize at this point because we're really just getting started, but you're going to see when you come across the different times in which, oh, I'm going to use this tool instead of that tool. All right, let's use the edge polygon. And what we're going to do is create a polygon that shares the edge of this rectangle. Okay, I can't just select the edge, but I can select this point to this point. So let's go create polygon, edge polygon. And I'm going to share this edge. So in this particular case, I get to set the distance, which is going to be 50. Okay. And the degrees. I could draw it and drag it out here in this direction, so forth, and set the edge at a different degree. My second click will set where the initial edge goes. And now I bring it, as I start to move the mouse out, it's asking me how many edges I want. 3. 3, is that a polygon? Yes, a triangle is a polygon. Technically, if we're drawing a triangle, we use the Polygon tool. All right, so I now have set 3 and I have drawn, I'm going to click on this side. Oh, what did I do? Over constraint. Let's try that again real quick. I think I may have done something while I was talking and not paying attention. So click, click, set the sides to 3, and click. There we are. Escape out of the tool. So I have placed a triangle on top or next to my, or joined it would be a better term, to my rectangle. Okay, and I could always come back and take the trim tool, trim out these lines, but I would have to trim out 2, wouldn't I? Yes, because there's actually 2 lines in the same space there. That is a quick demonstration of the Polygon tool.